welcome to the Hope Thing, a Native American podcast where we discuss focused topics within tribal housing and self-determination. I'm Alyssa Atkins, the Training and Development Coordinator for the Native Learning Center, and today we'll be talking about Justine's business in honor of May being Small Business Month. Today's special guest is Justine Osceola. She is a Seminole Tribe of Florida member, and her business name is Made by Justine O. So before we dive in, Justine, can you tell us a little bit about yourself to our viewers?
Hello and good morning. My name is Justine Osceola. First, I want to say Shanabasha for having me. My business is Made by Justine O. I am soaps and herbal oils, all vegan and organic. And I started back in 2018.
Or you could just tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am a Seminole and Anishinaabe woman. I'm also a full-time mom. So my business, Made by Justine O, is also like I consider a child. I really love being involved in my community and helping people along their journeys with self-love. I feel like my soaps and my herbal oils, I feel like they also educate you about herbs and Mother Earth, really just like helping out in my community right now. I understand a lot of people are on a journey to understand self-love and understand themselves. So I feel like I'm just a stepping stone along the way.
Okay, that was a perfect segue because there's so much to talk about. First off, if you haven't gone on Justine's website, you should. It's madebyjustineo.com, and we're going to have that web link below as well. But I went on your website and I loved how you had everything set up. It is so user-friendly and so pretty. And there's an oil I saw. I think it said like Protect Me oil. And I was like,
Yes.
wow, so can you explain that a little bit more about what your different oils are and like how that goes into how you can put those into your everyday like skincare routine and make that a part of taking care of yourself?
Yes, the protection oil is an oil that has protective herbs. So I'm a big person in cleansing mentally, physically, spiritually. That oil specifically is called Peach Protection. So it has 3 really good herbs inside of there that help with cleansing the spiritual body. Also, other oils that I do help to rehydrate your skin. I'm always telling people if you like to get your nails done, you can bring along your own oil. You can use them for your cuticles, for really anywhere dry. You can even apply them to your lips.
Oh my gosh. And I haven't tried the Protect Me one, but I bought an oil from you uh 2 res rallies ago.
Yeah.
And it was incredible. It smelled like roses, and then you just gave me one recently to try for this podcast, and that one smelled amazing. That one I put all over my arms. I put it right beneath my earlobes, and it smells amazing. Can you tell us a little more about like what inspires you to create the different scents you do, the different oils, the soaps? I know you said you're all about protection and keeping the peace of mind. What else inspires you?
That oil that you got to experience was a coconut banana oil,
Oh,
and
so
that one
good.
was inspired by my Hollywood reservation. We're so close to the beach. You can go down to the beach and you'll just get whiffs and wafts of everybody spraying banana and coconut oils all over their body because they're tanning. So I decided to put that element into that oil. And along with that, I did a whole bunch of coconut milk soaps. So I'm really influenced by my local area and the beach. And I specifically did those soaps and oils because I was going to the Gathering of Nations in New Mexico. And as you know, that's the desert. It's really dry over there.
Yeah.
So my whole theme was I was bringing the beach to the desert.
That is so cute and creative. I love that. So I love how your inspiration just came from, your home. We're very close to the beach in Hollywood. Is there anything else that was inspired, by your home that you created? I noticed you had a Seminole soap, a Seminole
Yes.
flag soap. Can you talk a little more about what inspires you to make? The different creations?
That soap specifically, the four colors, the medicine colors.
Yes, the medicine colors.
Yes, that one comes from the fragrance is sweetgrass in that one. And that one is also an herb that we use for praying, protection, cleansing. It's very important among my maternal side's culture. So it's also very fragrant. That one specifically is, I can't describe the smell, but it's just so like warming, and just it brings to you like a sense of culture. And a lot of people seek out sweetgrass. So sweetgrass among Seminole does not smell like that, but we also have it because it's picked for our baskets. But when I go and make that soap, I'm kind of merging both of my sides of my family into one. And I'm just so proud of that soap because it just represents so many people and so many elements that everybody can recognize.
Oh, Justine, that's so beautiful. And see, I never knew that about your soap until you just mentioned it. So, oh my gosh,
Thank
that's
you.
so beautiful.
Thank
So,
you.
are there any other hidden little secrets about what you have created? Is there like another story within maybe, like the sage or the Caesar? I saw a couple other ones that you had on there.
I do a lot of aromatherapy type soaps. So a lot of people come to me because they want to know, they're looking for an intentional type of soap. So I do a lot of lavenders, eucalyptus. I do a lot of peppermint. I do a lot of the oils now. That was something that I just dove into. And with that, it's just people are searching for more intentional bathing, and it makes me so happy because people are becoming more aware of their ingredients and putting more of Mother Earth into their routines. And I really feel like me being a stepping stone to helping people recognize to use more earth in their routines. It's just a great feeling that I'm filling a void and I'm just helping somebody along the way.
I mean, if you haven't met Justine, she is just the friendliest person ever. We'll talk about like where you can find her soaps and where you can find her. I know I mentioned she's at Res Rally. Um, but if you see her, you should definitely stop by and say hi because she is just the kindest, sweetest person ever. And oh my gosh, that's just so sweet. You really are a stepping stone, though. I know Brooke, unfortunately, is not here for this podcast, but she also got one of your oils. I think you called it your beauty oil, if I'm not mistaken. It was kind of like a pinky and pinky and purple bottle. And she
Yeah.
gave that to her mom for Mother's Day, and her mom absolutely loved it.
Oh,
So
great.
you truly are that stepping stone of just, making people's day and spreading the love. So most people don't know what's in their ingredients. Did you have someone educate you in knowing what ingredients to put in the soaps, or was that something that was self-taught?
It's a little bit of both. I come from a culinary background. In culinary, I really learned to identify by sight herbs. So we were tested on it numerous times. They would just lay out all these herbs, and we had to go through and identify them. So I already knew a lot of herbs from being raised on and off the reservation on my maternal side. So I just took it further with culinary. They were making me identify different aromatics there. So then I also self-taught myself reading numerous books on anything I can get my hands on really for herbs. And I just, formulate it on my own. And I do a lot of oils for myself first and my family first. And we try them out first. And then I put them out on my table. And I put them out there when I'm first putting them out there, I put them out there for a low cost because I want to get feedback and I want to see people like them. So then when I sell out of them, the second batch I make is usually higher in price and I make more of them. So that's how I get into knowing what people like. And then, when they come back looking for it, I have it, plus I have more. So that's how I really got into formulating the oils.
Wow, what a journey. I love that part of it was self-taught. That's incredible. Was there anything that spoke out to you while you were teaching and like learning yourself? Was anything that just kind of, ooh, didn't know that. That's really good to know and you use it moving forward, or is it kind of like a collective of things?
Yeah, it's yes, it's definitely a collective of knowledge gained. Mostly from me having my culinary background, I realized certain oils that are good for your skin, and certain herbs that were giving like aromatics for food that were creating that fragrant smell when you're cooking. I
Mhm.
wanted that for in the shower. I knew that I wanted you to be able to smell that and inhale deeply and just reap the benefits of feeling it on your skin and also inhaling it. And then afterwards, it just calms your nervous system. You feel more confident because you're smelling great. And my whole like point of doing all that is that that you are actually really caring for yourself because you're picking the things that you want to put on your body.
And you should be picky about what you put on your body. So it's so great
Yes.
knowing that you
Yes.
take the time to thoroughly go through and not only that, but you test it out. So what does that testing process looks like? So you create your product. What does that time frame look like from start to finish?
That can take for me probably like a few weeks because I will make sure I finish all of my testing. Like if I like a certain oil and I like the way it smells, I want to try it for myself and I also try it on my children. And that will take I'll use the whole bottle and we'll make sure we use the whole bottle to see like that how you're
Mhm.
getting the effects over time. And it turns out to be like a really great feeling. I've never really not liked a few things that I've made. Some of them, like I'll try just things because I'm feeling moved in the moment. And sometimes I'll be like, well, that fragrance or that essential oil and that didn't mesh. So I'll be like, okay, let me try this again. I'll be like, oh, maybe I need more vanilla, or maybe I need more peppermint or spearmint. So, then I'll go back to the drawing board and I'll do it again.
It's kind of like a mad scientist, it's just like a
Yeah.
little bit more of this, a little bit less of that. That sounds like such a fun journey. What is that journey like with having kiddos? Because, like you mentioned, you're a mom, so this is not your only job you've got. How do you
Right.
balance it all?
After I'm doing so many shows and I travel a lot for events, I go all the way as far as New Mexico and New York. But after I've done all those events and everything, I'm a big pusher of self-love. I realize that I myself have to take a break.
Mhm.
So I just actually came off my own vacation because I had this long 5 months of working. So, I'm really make sure me and my kids have fun. I'm glad that they can try out my oils too. And, the kids are so honest, they'll give you
Yeah.
their honest opinion if they like something that I make or not. So most of the time they do love the stuff that I make. And, we just work through it. And that's, it's just the whole love of the project and including my children in it. They also make soaps with me. So they're understanding that, we have to earn things. So it's just a whole process and a journey that I'm happy to experience with my children.
Oh, I love that for you. So happy you get to experience that with your children because not that many people get to work with their kids or get to share their work with their children so that you get to make
Yes.
that a fun experience. I'm very happy that you get to experience that with your kids. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and switch over to the review process that we promised. We have our wonderful executive director, Georgette Smith, here to go ahead and tell us on her review of what she thought about her lovely soaps and essential oils. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Gigi.
Thank you so much. Hello, Justine.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And I just want to give kudos to Justine a little bit. I have known her ever since I started working here for the tribe, and her starting out as the student work experience program, and then on to the work experience program. And we had her here at the Taft Street properties, and working with Gay Mills and MATA. And, I've seen her growth throughout the years, her culinary skills and expertise and profession as a chef. And then when I saw that Justine was starting her own business with, the natural soaps and oils, and she's always been my go-to person for my sage and my cedar and everything smudge. In fact, if it wasn't for Justine during the pandemic, I don't know what I would have done, because I wasn't able to buy anything to smudge at home with, and Justine came through for me and mailed it to me. And so I just love her, and I love her products, and I'm always happy to see her set up. And my daughter, my granddaughters, they all love her products. And so whenever they get to see her set up and they get to take products back to Virginia and Oklahoma, I'm just really excited about it. But this is a new one, Justine, this essential oil. And I absolutely love it. The scent is coconut. Am I correct?
Yes, it is coconut and banana.
I knew there was something else, and the coconut was amazing. My dry spots are always my elbows, my knees, my heels, and some, parts of my feet. And so this has just been a lifesaver, and I really, really did love it. And I smell really good. Can you tell us a little bit more about this essential oil product?
That oil has really basic 3 ingredients in there. I chose an olive oil for the base. It's a really good moisturizing oil. It's very top of the line that I consider, and also for cooking, but also for your skin. So it's inspired by me going to the Gathering Nations and into the desert. I decided to bring the beach to the desert, being influenced around Hollywood, our reservation. We're just a hop, jump, and skip away from the beach. So I'm really influenced by the beach for that oil. And it's really just the banana and the coconut and a really great moisturizing oil. And I just wanted you to be fragrant, moisturized with that oil.
Well, definitely, you hit the mark. Top of the line, absolutely. The scent is amazing, and the feel is amazing, and it's not like other oils that leave you like, where if you touch something, you're going to leave marks and everything. It absorbs very, 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 very well. So I really did like it. Now, you did mention, okay, so is it only for moisturizing? What are some of the other uses?
You can put it in your hair if you wanted, just maybe like a little drop on your ends and wherever your hair is dry. You can also put it and massage it into your scalp. You can use it. Sometimes I use it myself for on my lips if my lips are dry, or really anywhere on your body. It's safe to use. A lot of the time, I tell people put it on your cuticles, around your toes. It will really seep in.
Exactly, and that's what I found, is that the how it absorbs into your skin so quickly. I didn't know if it was just me and I was just really, really dry and my skin went like that, but but yeah, it definitely, and like I said, my feet, I like to really keep my feet soft, and yes, the cuticles definitely help. But I'm glad you told me about, on my lips, because these little things here, the little chapstick things, they feel like the wax just kind of cakes up, but with the oil, in fact, let me just demo this right now. Does it look like I just ate a lot of fry bread? Hey, this would be good for powwows, right? And go in.
Yeah, I actually do have an oil that I call fry bread grease, and that's the brown bottle, and it smells like honey. So I call that one fry bread grease, and that one I'm almost sold out of.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Well, I give it 2 thumbs up, 10 times over, Justine. Amazing product. And I hope that through this podcast that we get the word out, and I'm sure you'll be giving your contact information where folks can find you. So I'm going to sign off for now, and everybody try out this wonderful oil, coconut and bananas, and a little bit of olive oil. And I absolutely love it. Does this one have a particular name, Justine?
I just literally named it coconut and banana. I actually made a soap that paired with that if you wanted to double up, but just plain coconut and banana.
Awesome. Coconut and banana. And be sure to reach out to me, Justine, whenever you get that patchouli oil soap in. That is my absolute all-time favorite.
Oh, absolutely.
Alrighty. Now for our reviews, we're going to go ahead and hear from our marketing coordinator, Jasmine Roming. Jasmine, can you go ahead and tell us what products you used?
Sure thing. First of all, huge thank you to Justine for providing us with some lovely natural soaps and essential oils and more for us to review. Actually, I had the pleasure of meeting Justine at the Seminole Oakley Indian Village Earth Day celebration last month, presented by the Seminole Tribe of Florida's Atatiki Museum. So as we were walking up, I could literally smell her products from about 5 feet away. I was hit with the lovely sense of lavender and sweetgrass that kind of stood out to me the most. And you know how in animations or cartoons, you have that scene where the character is walking into some kind of lovely pink mist filled with sparkles. That's what it felt like walking up to Justine's booth. You're kind of floating over to a wonderful mix of natural fragrances. So I just had to note that. That was kind of a key memory that I had while meeting Justine. For the case of the product, I chose the lemon bar soap, it was kind of more of my thing. I'm not really a floral girl. I don't really like sweet fragrances too much. So I found the lemon bar soap was amazing. I'm not sure if I smell a hint. I smell a hint of woody. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but it's nice. I actually prefer bar soaps over liquid soaps. I find they tend to last a bit longer than most liquid and foam products. So that kind of was a deal breaker for me. So it might take me a little while to get through the soap, Justine. I just love bar soap. I feel like it lasts way longer and it's better for the environment overall. You're not wasting plastic making the bottles. I just feel like the bar soap is more convenient and it'll last longer.
The thing I like about the bar soaps is it doesn't dry out your skin. Did you find that the experience was a more a luxurious feeling than using your regular soap?
I actually did find it a bit different from the regular soaps that I use. I noticed that cheaper brands tend to dry out my skin a lot, so I tend to have to wear lotion after using certain soaps. For example, in certain bathrooms, they might have this cheap, public restroom soap, and you use that, and my hands are just dry and ashy and white after using it for some reason. But I don't find that issue with Justine soap. It moisturizes my hands because I tend to hate having dry skin. It's not my thing. I find it annoying and I can literally feel when my skin is drying out. So I have to keep lotion everywhere. I have it hidden in little spots. I have lotion on my dresser, in the bathroom, my purse, in my car. So I found that lotion wasn't really needed after using her soap. So that was really a deal breaker for me because it's hard to find a good moisturizing soap. So using her soap and knowing that it'll moisturize my hands as well kind of really is that deal breaker for me. It skips that lotion afterwards. Overall, I think it had a really great lather. I find that kind of key with soaps. I know lather isn't the go-to or like, oh, this soap is good because it has a good lather, but I just tend to like seeing the bubbles. It just makes I associate the bubbles with cleanliness. So I felt like I got a good lather from her soap, and it just like check that little box for me in my head, like, oh, this is really nice. Okay, I like fresh scents, so that the lemon really gives me that fresh aroma, and I tend to associate like lemony pine smells with cleanliness. So I really like check the box for me, and it made me so excited. It's just hard for me to find a scent that I like, because I know a lot of my friends call my scents kind of smell like medicine in a way, but I don't get this from Justine. So I feel like I feel confident using her soap, knowing that I'll go out and I'll smell like fresh lemony zest, or even some of her other scents that I smelled, like the sweetgrass or the lavender. They're really nice. So I feel like you'll go out into the world feeling refreshed, and you won't be thinking like, hey, do I smell like medicine? So that was kind of like a box that made me happy. Like, I kind of like this. I think other people will like it too. So that's kind of like one of my things as well that I kind of checked out for her soap. So yeah.
I liked this my soap. I had the lavender, and it had like a little bit of citrusy to it, like a little bit of orange zest, and it was the perfect calming. It like elevated my shower experience for me. I went in a stress ball and I came out calm. And then I think I'm gonna definitely pair it up with her essential oil going forward, and maybe you can too. I'm probably gonna get one and just leave it in my purse for like those moments, like you said, like if I go to a public restroom, and like after I use their soap, yeah, my hands really are dried out too. So I'm just gonna put some of Justine's oil, solve the problem real quick, or maybe I'll just travel with a little bag of soap and I'll just use Justine's soap only. But no, agreed. It was such a luxurious feeling, and I'm glad that you also enjoyed your experience. Is there anything else you would like to share?
Okay, so one thing I would like to share is that this soap will probably be lasting me for a minute, so I'll probably have to resupply. This soap will probably last me a while, because you do get quality and quantity with Justine's product. This is much larger than like the average soap bar that I usually get. So noted, this is gonna last a while, and I'm gonna be happy. I won't be needing any soap soon, so that's really amazing.
Alrighty, and now for reviews, we have Brooke Warrington, the Training and Development Specialist for the Native Learning Center. Brooke, what goodies did you pick out?
Hi, I got some of the scented oil. I got a bath bomb as well as a bar of soap. And I'm also going to relay some messages from my mom, because when we went to the Earth Day event at Oakley Village, Justine had a table out and she was selling some products, and I got some Mother's Day gifts. I got some exciting purple items for my mom. It's her favorite color. So I'm going to share some of what she said about her items as well. She got a bar of soap and also some of the scented oil. So both of us absolutely blown away just by like the scents themselves. I'm very much like a smelly soap, scented candles, all that jazz kind of person. And I'm usually pretty good at like being able to smell something, and I know what that is. And with those scented oils and the soaps, this is like the first time where I can place some of the scents, but the way it comes together in like a medley, I don't know what it is, but it smells so good. And my mom and I got different scents for the scented oils, but both of them are just incredible. Mine, it's like kind of dreamsicle-y, but then there's a little bit of like musk to it as well. Like it's mind blowing. It's such like, I don't know, I haven't smelled anything like it. I really love it. Love the way it makes my skin feel. Love how long that the scent lasts. My mom, she actually rubs it all over her hands before she goes to sleep. She says she likes how it makes her hands feel super, super soft in the morning. And then she can kind of smell that scent throughout the day as she moves around. we're both very animated, so she talks with her hands too. So she was really liking that. Yeah, so often with soaps, especially ones that do have like a good scent to them, they kind of like dry out your hands, or they don't really produce like too much of like sud when you're using it. And I personally like, I want to see the foam. I like the suds. And so these soaps have that beautiful scent, but then they do give you a nice foam, nice suds when you're in the shower. And then also, I have not had any issues with any dryness from it as well. So really great products. I did the bath bomb, gorgeous. You know, I could have done one of those cool like reels as the colors spread out. I really liked it. And again, amazing smell. And something I want to note, because I didn't know that this was actually a problem, but some bath bombs will leave like a weird kind of like film on your tub. I haven't had it happen to me, but my friends have told me about it before. So I will note that this bath bomb did not leave a weird film. It just washed away with the water. So 5 stars all around. I really, really love the products. But again, I can't say enough about the scent themselves, especially that scented oil. Oh my God, just incredible the way it all comes together. And I've never smelled anything like it. And when mine runs out, I'm gonna get another one. But yeah, 5 stars. Loved everything.
So funny enough, Jasmine also agreed with you that she liked that there was a lot of soap, but it was a good lather. She also liked how it made her feel cleaner and that most soaps don't do that. And I personally loved how it wasn't drying. My soap was the one that had lavender and it was a teensy bit touch of orange to it. So it was such a like a spa-like kind of scenery created in my shower, and it was just a great experience. Do you feel like you had the same kind of spa-like experience with your bath bomb or even with the oils? Do you feel like there's a little bit of a luxurious feeling to it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely with the soap itself. And thank you for using the word lather. I could not think of that word to save my life. I called it suds, I called it foam, I called it everything it's not. Lather. Sorry, y'all. Lather is what it had. But yeah, absolutely. Especially the soap that I have is the orange, and there's like some spice, some kind of spices with it as well. It's not just that orange, but the way the two of them come together, yeah, definitely like a spa like scent. And I forget which soap I got my mom. I think it was lavender because I got her the purple one. Um, but she did say she felt fancy using it, so I think we could translate that to spa like, yeah.
I personally felt like it added that extra little luxurious touch to a very natural everyday routine, but it just added a little sparkle to it. So I personally love Justine's. It sounds like you did too, and I'm glad your mom did as well. I'm gonna have to get my mom some oils, especially the coconut.
Definitely do. And I don't personally wear perfume every day. I will like almost like special occasions if I'm like going out, things like that. And I know with a lot of offices, they actually kind of like would rather people don't wear perfume because a lot of times people will get irritated from it. But I've been using the scented oil every day since I got it because it is like so light and so crisp, and it's not something where I feel like I'm in any way going to have like an overpowering smell. You know, it's really nice and subtle. And I feel like it's like perfect for every day. It's if I want to, you know, put on more, if I'm going on a date or something, you know, then I could do that. But I like it. It's definitely it's subtle enough for every day. And I even wear it at work. And I normally don't wear any kind of scent when I come here. So.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, you heard it from us. Go ahead and check out Justine's soaps. Oh my gosh, I just saw your keychains. You even do keychains?
Yeah, I did. That was something new. I started doing a self-defense keychain, and we assembled them. Me and my children, my older children, will assemble them together, and we really have sold them. We've sold out of them one time. I'm about to sell out of the second time. I sold them to a lot of youth tribal members that are traveling away for college.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, they were all going to like New York and Washington for college, and I had some that were graduating and they're preparing to leave. So that was my big audience there. I also sold to a lot of their school. They walk home from school, so walkers and
Right.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's so creative. I didn't even know you made those till I looked at your Instagram. I'm so happy I looked at your Instagram. If you're not following Justine on Instagram, please follow her. So that way you stay in the know. We'll leave the link below, but oh my gosh, like, so what's included in the protection? It looks like there's a flashlight,
Yep, there's
a couple of things.
there's an LED flashlight. There is a window breaker. There's a little baton on there. That's for like if somebody's in too close to you and like or they're trying to, take you down or something, you have a
Oh my
little
gosh.
personal tool right there. There's a mace on there.
Mhm.
There's also a personal alarm that's attached to the flashlight. So the personal alarm has a little plug key that you pull and it lets out the loudest noise and it will not turn off unless you put that little key back in there, that little plug. And that's really to get attention. So if you're like needing attention, you're needing help, it's
Mhm.
definitely going to get the attention of everybody in the area. And it's so loud. You can also see me test it on my Instagram page. I just pull it and then I push it back in, but it's very loud. Also, there is a whistle and a
Oh,
seatbelt cutter and a window breaker.
what? Oh my God, that's so cutting edge. What? A
Yeah, I,
seat? Oh my gosh.
I encourage people to buy them. I have a lot of people from Big Cypress purchase them because when you're going down Snake Road, you're traveling next to canals. So
Mm-hmm.
if you ever have an incident where you have to break your window or cut your seatbelt off, it's a good thing to have.
Oh,
I actually
absolutely.
have one sitting right here in my car with me, and
Oh,
it's really good. It's a good thing to have. If you're being chased by a dog or anything, you can
right.
meet them. So it's really good little thing just to have, just for a protection to buy you some time, to get more help.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. Wow. It was like, I think you named like 10 different tools all in one
Yeah.
and
Yep.
all different levels of protection. I mean, when you think protection, you think, oh, okay, like someone's, coming at you or defending yourself. But no, there's all different levels of protection. And what's incredible is like any age can really use it. So
Yes.
that's absolutely just wow. That's so creative and cool, Justine. I cannot say that enough. That's really cool. Way to be
I made
proactive.
I know it's very helpful. I did make two types of them. So I made one without a mace so that like a younger girl
Yeah, like a
could
little
use it.
baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like a younger person could use them just in case. Yeah, but I also had the new ones that I had, they also had like a little pocket for a chapstick, and I also had added a little bottle on there for sanitizer.
Nice. Oh, I like that. So you can, in other words, you can kind of customize them. So you're trying to
Yes.
figure out what people like, so you can kind of make like a type A, type B situation, so people can kind of
Yep.
pick from. Oh, that's so
Yep.
great. I love
Also,
that.
yeah, also any color like combination. I had asked people
Ah,
asking me
I
for,
saw you had
like
so
dolphins
many.
colors,
Oh.
or they wanted like a really girly one or some type of team. I did any color combination that they wanted. So it was
Aw.
fun. And I'm glad that it's also helpful physically.
No, it's definitely like it's fun. It looks fun because it caught my attention immediately when I went on your Instagram. I was like, "Ooh, what is this fuzzy ball?" And then next thing you know, it's like, boom, you got a flashlight. Boom, you got mace. You got something to break your window. It's tool. So, wow, pretty and functioning.
Yes.
So, with that being said, where can we find you, Justine? Where can people come to you? Where can they buy soap, smudge? Where can they get their protection? Really, all needs of protection.
The next event I have coming up is going to be the 50th annual convention and trade show for the Native American Indian Housing Council. And that's going to be in the Hard Rock, June 24th to the 27th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I will be there all of them days. And you can really find everything I offer there: soaps, herbal oils, bath bombs, I do a lot of, and
Hmm.
smudges.
And they all smell amazing. All
Yeah, everybody.
right. Go ahead.
Oh, anytime I do an event, and I set up my table, everybody's always telling me that they can smell my booth from around the corner, and they just literally will follow their nose to my table.
Honestly, that's kind of true because when that's how we found your booth at Earth Day. Honest to
Yeah.
God, I just smelled lavender and I was like, is she here? And then we kept walking, and next thing you know, yep, that's Justine's booth. And of course, bought more smudge. Brooke bought the oil for her mom, and I know Gigi got oils and soap. So it's always amazing seeing you. Your soap smell so good. The soap I tried was lavender, and it had like a little bit of citrusy in it too, like a little bit of orange, and it was absolutely refreshing. It was such a spa experience in the shower. I felt so clean, and it was really peaceful. I haven't had like a spa moment, if you will, in a minute, because you don't really like take the time, as you said earlier, to self-love and really
Yes.
appreciate the smell of things. And smelling your soap compared to the soap I had been using, it was like, oh, I never would have used my soap again. It's not fun.
Yeah, lavender is really good for if you're going to take your shower before bed. It's really good at just calming you down. It's really good for
Good.
just, putting your mind at rest and you preparing to shut down a little and relax.
It did. I'm such an overthinker, and especially in the shower, that's where I have all my thoughts, as most people do. And so
Yes.
having that lavender calming smell to really like create that calming spa experience, it transformed my showering. It really did. It was like a whole different experience. I got out of the shower feeling calm and not still in the headspace that I went into the shower. So you truly are a stepping stone. You were able to help me calm. So thank you for that, Justine. Your soaps are truly incredible. And your smudge. We smudge in the office all the time to keep the good energy, keep the good vibes. So I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure really to be a help of any way.
Alrighty. Well, I think we've got everything we need. Was there anything you want to mention real quick before you got off?
Um, Oh, I forgot that I also do have the herb sachets, which are the lavender sachets and the rose sachets. And those are really good for, if you want to smell lavender, wherever you want to put it, really. People can put it in their car, in their purse, in their backpack. I always tell people if you want to tuck it in with your regalia, it's a really good natural bug
Oh.
repellent. And also the roses, those are really good too. So if you can, or if you wanted to, you can toss them into your bathtub, make it feel a little fancy.
Yeah.
And also get that fragrant aroma wherever you want to put it. You can stash them anywhere.
Man, that's so smart. I didn't even know. I promise you, you just met your new favorite customer. I'm gonna be emailing you, seeing what you got in stock. I told my mom and I have very sensitive skin, so it's really hard to find serums. So I was able to try Brooks, and that's why I gave it to her because I was afraid that I may react. So we
Yeah.
actually have it in the office, and I put it on my psoriasis, and it didn't even react. Like it was perfect. So that's why I was like, okay, I gotta buy one from her. I gotta get one from her because I've never had an oil not irritate my psoriasis. And the fact that I could put it like here and on my face and no reaction, it was like, what?
I
So
have a I have a lot of people that come to me to do soaps and oils for sensitive skin, for some eczemas or whatever rash
yeah.
that they may be experiencing. But I also do everything unscented. So if you needed unscented soaps, unscented oil,
Oh,
a
you
lot of people,
do?
yeah, for a lot of people that have like new tattoos, they're not allowed to use any
Right.
fragrances or anything. You can do a soap and an oil completely unscented. I do goat milks, oatmeal soaps, I just did a lot of coconut milk and olive oil soaps. So, but yeah, really, I can customize a bath routine for anybody with any type of skin issue. If you want to try it, I always tell people, if you have a reaction, you can do a patch test first with your oil like you did. That's
I put it on my elbow.
very safe. Yeah, very safe move to do, because some people don't know that they're allergic to a fragrance and not the actual essence of the plant. So sometimes they're two different things. But yeah, I'm really open to helping anybody if I can with, the knowledge that I've obtained and learned on my own and experimented with myself and my children. I'm open to helping anybody if they want to try anything.
Oh, thank you so much. No, I certainly because my cousins also have really sensitive skin and they also have issues, so I will certainly be reaching out to you. I think I'm just gonna come to you for all my like Christmas presents because this is just it sounds too good to be true. So I'm really excited. Sorry, it's just like it's really hard to find like clean and products and like not only that, but someone that's like, hey, I hear you have issues. I'm willing to work with you. So thanks so much. That's so sweet.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to help. I have around Christmas time, I do a lot of gift bags and like whole things,
yeah.
whole kits to put together. So I also
Oh,
do coconut milk
definitely.
baths too.
I love coconut milk. Okay, Justine, you're my new best friend. I love coconut. I'm so excited, but I love those, and I like being fancy and throwing like rose petals in it,
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
it is, and like I'll put on the music, and I don't know, like I have those lights, so I'll either put like the red light or the green light, or like I'll set the mood, and it's
Yeah.
just be me in the tub with the music, and yeah, it's definitely okay. I'll call you. I'll email you.
Don't be afraid. I told you I do anything custom, so you can see what works for you, and we can just create it together, and it's going to be meant just for you or that special person that you want to pass it on to. It's really showing love and giving yourself love.
Aw. Well, thank you for showing me love and giving me love.
Mhm.
And once again, thank you so much for all the soaps and the smut, like everything that you dropped off. It was such a wonderful surprise. It made everyone's day at the office just walking in and being like, "Look what we got." Oh, it was like a kid in a candy shop. I know they were soaps, but they were like so bright and colorful, and I was like, "Oh my God, this has got to be lemon. This looks like the turmeric one." It was just a lot of fun. So thank you so much for this wonderful experience. If you liked it, hopefully you'll come back on the podcast because I would love to have you as a guest once again.
Yes.
So just
Thank
let
you.
me
That's
know.
so nice. Thank you.
Of
That's
course.
amazing. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak with you and everybody there, and I'm honored to have everybody try my products. And I just want to say Abasha from the bottom of my heart. And thank you so much.
All righty. Thank you so much, Justine. That brings us to the end of this episode. Huge thanks to Justine Osceola for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. We hope this episode can help. If you enjoy our show, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Please also visit our website, www.nativelearningcenter.com, to find information on upcoming webinars and trainings. Feel free to contact our website with any episode ideas y'all would be interested in us exploring. Be sure to come back for more content. Until then, this is Oysta, and we hope to connect with you again.